All right, Tyson Fury says that Wilder can be champion again, and also he says that he reacts to the trilogy with Wilder. So let's talk about it, man. And so check out the heavyweight boxing playlist, take out the boxing news playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. My social media links in the description. All right, if you need to reach out if you want to advertise on the channel, look for people, new advertisers. So hit me up, right? But well, yeah, he did an article with Talk Sports, but they got a couple tweets on Michael Benson page where he worked with Talk Sports. So um, so here we go right here. But yeah, the heavyweight division been born ever since Wilder Fury freestyle going on and AJ and Usyk. The division has been, excuse me, the division has been very pedestrian, bro. It's been very bored. It's been very mundane. You know, it ain't been a good division right now. It's been very quiet. And I know you had Philip Hargovich just fighting. You had Big Baby Anderson break some noise. He a prospect, but it just ain't had the same, rise of dazzle. And then on top of that, for you guys, I'm about to say something. I lost my train of thought. But it ain't exciting, bro. Not right now. But boxing has its those points, um, but yeah, I mean, it's probably gonna heat back up with Usyk and AJ and stuff of that nature. But I was about to say something about one of the fighters in there, bro. Can't really think who it is. Oh yeah, you got y'all got y'all super heavyweight pay-per-view January 1st, Charles Martin and Luis Ortiz. I know y'all gonna pay for it. Y'all real hardcore fans, but he had a story in Talk Sports where Fierce opens up about the trilogy fight with Deontay Wilder. Now before I go into a couple of main clips from there from the article, right? Excuse me. He also said this past Saturday when Lomachenko fought, which almost the next Saturday, he said that Wilder, when he was singing before when he came out, when he was singing to Bob Arum, he said Wilder could be champion again. And that's a lot coming from that guy because Deontay Wilder took him through the ringer. First he blamed the referee, blamed the gloves, and for Tyson Fury to take the high road. I guess it's easy to take the high road when you can win. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's easy to take the high road when you win, bro. But he could sue Wilder for defamation of character, but they handled it like men. The best judicial system is with your hands. This is what boxing is about. This is why they call it the ultimate gentleman sport. Because you can settle it with hands, and at the end of the day, I think 90% of rivalries or 90% of black blood fights, I think even if they don't like how Wilder say, man, I don't respect you, this, that, and the third after the fight, I think eventually, even if they don't reveal it, the respect is there. He has no other reason but to respect Tyson Fury as a man. And one day they're gonna sit down and watch these fights and do a documentary. And Wilder gonna be on the wrong side of history to think about Wilder. But I guess Fury also got wind that he might retire like we all did when he did the interview with Kevin Hart on the Laugh Out Loud Network on YouTube. It's like, man, you really can't go out like that. And he basically saying, pick yourself up and go do it again. And he can. He told Fury, he motivated Fury to come back. So he should. Or for me, at least go out on a winning note. I mean, there's rumors about him and Andrew Weeds fighting, but then again, Wilder could be using leverage for retirement. Like, man, you're not giving me the money I'm looking for to fight Ruiz. I retire. All right. And obviously, they don't have the money to pay Ruiz. They put him on pay per view versus Chris Arreola. So it could be a leverage type. But at the end of the day, man, you know who he should fight to be real. He should go. If he just gonna go out on a win, he should fight Brian Jennings. Brian Baba Jennings was supposed to fight Oscar Rivas for the he's supposed to fight Oscar Rivas for the Bridgerweight title, but he wasn't vaccinated. So, they said he had to stay in his hotel room for 14 or something, and he just wasn't enough time. He couldn't be physically fit, so he left. But yeah, they had a long beef a long time ago. At one point, people thought Brian Jennings was going to be a way better heavyweight than Deontay Wilder. So, I mean, they both been yapping, and they both at the twilight of their careers. May not last too long, but that should be satisfactory. Go out and win. But should he chase another title or not? No, he made his money, but I would like to see him go out on top. How about that? with a win, even if it's versus a guy like Brian Jennings or Andy Ruiz, you know, because AJ and Usyk gonna give him a shot because Usyk want that U.S. fanfare. He only gonna get that with Deontay Wilder. Fury already got that with Deontay Wilder. AJ only gonna do it with Deontay Wilder. But Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder trilogy. He said, quote, I'm proud to have shared a very special time with Deontay in the ring. Neither of us will ever forget being part of what people are calling one of the greatest of all heavyweight fights, nor will people who watched it. So, yeah. So, I mean, he right. It was a great fight. People say, well, you know, Wilder just got beat up. But, you know, Wilder also dropped him twice, bro. Hurt him a couple times down the stretch. So, um, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, I hear he's beginning to think about retirement. So we need to spend time together. Maybe in the years to come, we will be sitting with our families and friends and reminisce quite quietly about the fight ourselves. So I mean, at the end of the day, you know, even if you drug this man's name through the mud, he really didn't think much about it. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't think much about it. He just basically said, you know, he took the high road. And people accused him of cheating. People say, oh, I still think he cheated. Well, prove it, nigga. Prove it. Just a man. He just a good fighter, man. We had to come to realization, Tyson Fury just different, bro. We just had to realize that, man, that he just a different animal. So he had, it was quite the. I'm gonna just run through it real quick. It says Tyson Fury was invited Deontay Wilder to spend the weekend with him, so they might reflect together on the night of the contest, the greatest and most brutal fight, not only of this year, the recent boxing history. Geographically, Britain world champion is proposing that it's on Daily Mail, by the way, Talk Sport, that their reunion takes place as far away as feasible from the BBC Sports Personality of the Year broadcast on Sunday night. To be precise, 4,223 miles away from Manchester and Orlando. So in Orlando, culturally, there are sunlit years of separation from the Beeb ceremony, which will be so clouded by COVID, the inevitable winner, Emma, whatever, who cares? Okay, shout out to her. Um, Forget forget the award, which Fury is convinced the BBC will never let him win, even if I knock out King Kong. Meet the families. Fury has taken up pre-Christmas residence and rented house in Florida. It's huge, quote, it's a huge place, he says, with an enormous swimming pool, room for all. I've told Deontay, right handy for Disney World, just as well since he in lovely Paris now with 6 children, while Wilder welcome with his fiancee Taylor Swift and his 8 offspring. Gypsy King is moved in part to make this gesture. Okay, so basically, he's inviting him to kick it for the holidays, which I think it might be too soon. Okay, I think we talk about maybe like 4 or 5 years down the line, and I think Wilder be at peace, and all men, all men, have to come to grips at some point. Just take some time, bro. And sometimes it hardens us. But so Fury, so Fury not worried about going back into the high velocity firepower. I only fear God. He says, I never worry about fighting any man. I always expect every heavyweight to carry a massive punch. So no, but I was aware that there was a champion with a special capacity to switch off any humans. So he's talking about Wilder. So I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. He just really good, bro. And he's consistently got off the canvas. He's consistently took somebody's best punch. He just really good, bro. And a lot of people just gotta accept it. He's a dog. And the one guy that could be Wilder instead of Al Heyman telling him like, man, just go ahead and fight Anthony Joshua. They didn't want to say, you know what, man, we're gonna let Joshua be the A side and we're gonna take a step back and just worry about being the A side after we smash Joshua 1 or 2 or 3 times. No, it's just bad business. Al Heyman, he made Wilder a lot of money, but legacy Wilder could have went down undisputed, bro, and not even have to reroute and fight Tyson Fury. And also, the word on the street is that Al Heyman was against him rematching Tyson Fury 2 times. So they didn't want him. They didn't want him to go back into the Fury fight, and he did it against his wishes. So I mean, that's something to think about. So that's something to think about, bro. So Yeah, that's a rumor going around saying that, Al Heyman didn't want him to rematch him, and he chose to rematch him on his own. But that's what fighters do, and that's what PBC fighters should be about. You know, but you should be able to strap your nuts on, and you want to compete. You want your get back, even if it was stupid, bro. Made a lot of money in the way, by the way, too. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you want to reach out, if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, all my social media link subscription. Twitter's the fastest way to Facebook and Instagram. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Other than that, man, keep donating, keep supporting. Appreciate the love, support. So yeah, best way to donate, thumbs up. Y'all know the right, y'all know what's going on. Check out the heavyweight boxing playlist, Peace.